Hello guys, the following video stems from Inglefield Green in England and features one of the supposedly most haunted places in the area, the Inglefield Hall. It was built as a coffee house in the 1800s. During the Second World War, it served as a sanctuary for people in need. Later, it reopened as a school and was used for many years as such. In 1963, it closed its doors for good, and it took another 30 years until new owners remodeled the place into a social club. Ever since, there's countless reports of paranormal activity and strange sightings that keep the workers, employees, and even the club's customers on edge. From shadow figures that are being seen regularly to inexplicable noises, Inglefield Hall has it all. Some people swear that they even saw the spirit of a young girl roaming the halls of this old building. A lot of paranormal history, if you ask me. Jeff Young, a paranormal investigator who shares his explorations on his very own YouTube channel, probably thought the same, which is why he and his colleague Phil traveled to Inglefield Hall to investigate these claims. They had the building all to themselves the following night and started the investigation in the main hall.
Phil? Was that you? Phil? That was something that moved. But I don't know where. It's not Phil because he's upstairs. To find out who is here, as the visitors and people that work here have seen you. So if you can hear my voice, can you tell me your name, please? Perhaps you're a child from the war that was brought here. Noises from the stage area, Phil.
Yeah.
There was knocking.
Yeah, definitely. There wasn't the wind.
Noises from the stage area, Phil.
But what's even stranger is the voice recording, which was picked up by Phil's recorder at the time. Perhaps the voice of a child.
An EVP of a child's voice is received saying, "Mummy." Here is the audio enhanced.
While both of them keep investigating in the main hall, their stationary camcorder captures something rather interesting on the first floor.
Whilst Phil and I are on the ground floor, up on the first floor, our static cam is capturing the door to room 3 opening and closing as something decides to make itself known.
Whilst Jeff and Phil were unaware of this incident, which transpired just above them, there seemed to be something with them in the main hall at this point, and our two investigators might have captured more than what they had expected.
Hello? Whoa!
Something seemed to be running at them, full speed. A really creepy encounter. Little did they know, another stationary camcorder, which was placed in the main hall, captured the following, which appeared to be unfolding right next to them. An apparition can be seen as it passes by the door here. Was this thing possibly responsible for all the footstep noises that can be heard? What do you think? Perhaps you should check out the whole 2-part investigation on Jeff's channel. A few weeks ago, we have taken a look at the case of Dino Nuggets, who seemed to be living in a pretty haunted house that he shares with his roommate.
What'd you hear, buddy?
In several videos, he has documented the really terrifying activity that is unfolding in their home. What started as weird noises at first turned into several bone-chilling shadow sightings that so far have only transpired in the basement of their house.
Come out.
Knowing that he had something on his hands with that case, Dino decided to put up a recording device once in a while, even if he wasn't home. The next video was posted after he had left the camera rolling one night, when nobody should have been home at that time. He was quite shocked after realizing that the activity even made it upstairs. After the lights start flickering in Dino's home, there is an odd shadow reflection on the left side of the wall. What could this be? Obviously, it gets even stranger when the basement door opens. And we can hear something that sounds like a weeping woman. Only moments after, there's a tall shadow apparition breezing through the living room in the reflection of the door here. It's unclear what exactly is happening in Dino's house, but it's truly an unsettling situation to say the least. What do you think? Is this the same shadow apparition that we have seen earlier? Or is Dino's home haunted by several ghosts? Now we want to take a look at a capture which was shared by user pullxxhard. He states, "My brother set up an infrared trail cam inside of his trailer on his property with no neighbors. This was the only capture all night, captured 3 hours after he left. Please notice how there's no reflection in the TV. It's nothing but mud here right now. No footprints that weren't my brother's. To add wonder, the camera snaps 3 photos at once, and nothing appeared in the first or third photo. The one I'm showing you was the second photo. Anybody have any reasoning for this? My brother looked for signs if somebody was there perhaps, but couldn't find anything strange." Many people commented that it appears to be the apparition of a man in a top hat. Could this be the case? Perhaps it could even be a capture of the infamous Hat Man. What other explainable reasons could this capture have? Do you think somebody snuck onto the property without anybody realizing? Not very likely if no footprints were found that night. But maybe you have a better explanation for what had happened here. I mean, you can even see a hand with fingers here, at least it appears that way. Was this ghost perhaps looking for something? A former owner of the land? Hard to say. This seems to be a really mysterious photo. Now we are following the team of KK Sobrenatural, who ventures to a supposedly haunted family home. It is said that a terrible tragedy unfolded in this house, and apparently housing the spirits of its violent past. After setting up their equipment, the team checks out every room in this place, and slowly but surely, some unusual activity unfolds. It all starts with really odd noises. However, their camera captured something else that nobody saw at the time.
Gente, a família conta que quando eles estavam pousando nessa casa, aparecia um senhor sentado na poltrona dando risada, sorrindo. E isso era muito assustador, tanto que eles nunca mais quiseram pousar dentro dessa casa.
Fazer uma manifestação agora com a gente? Estamos na total escuridão.
Sentindo um cheiro de queimado. Cheiro de queimado. Eu não tô sentindo aqui um cheiro de queimado.
Como se tivesse uma fiação, queimar, algum tá pegando fogo. Nossa, olha. Ó. Cara, pegou. Desculpa ter acendido a lanterna. Alguma coisa me pegou nas costas, cara. Eu senti assim como se tivesse passado.
Seemingly on edge, and after hearing and even smelling things, the unthinkable unfolds.
Sensacional, cara, a visão noturna. Nossa, cara, você viu? Nossa! Cara do céu! Meu Deus, Sandro! Nossa, cara, você viu?
Did you see that? A creepy looking apparition is peeking at our investigators from the living room. It appears as if that thing is coming straight out of the wall, hovering over the sofa. Could this be the sinister ghost that the family has seen before in this residence? Quite terrifying how the eyes reflect back, isn't it? As always, I invite you to check out the whole investigation on their channel. This video was shared by channel NVTV, and it was supposedly recorded by a lonely camper who had come across an unexplained being in the middle of a forest that is located in Oregon. At the time of the recording, he states that other people visit this area regularly and that he even caught people here at the time, shooting. He documents the campsite and comments on a really odd wood structure that was built there. Nothing too strange though, basically just a travel diary. However, things seemed to turn sour when the man woke up to unexplained noises in the middle of the night, after he initially was lying down to take a rest. Let's take a look.
I don't know where I am. Or chased me off. I'm wondering. Darkness. Flashlight.
Many people believe that this young man came across something from another world that night. Unfortunately, the recording ends right there. Could this be an alien that was out in the woods to find him? Or are we looking at a paranormal encounter here? If it isn't just a hoax, of course. Please let me know what you guys think. And thank you so much for watching.